Ditching paper blueprints and switching to digital drawings has a bunch of benefits, and I've been exploring these benefits throughout these short learning videos. Whenever I have the opportunity, I also like to point out that just the simple act of using the digital drawing sent to you as a PDF file has big benefits, but those benefits multiply when you take that PDF and drop it in an easy-to-use app like FieldWire. One of the features of an app like this is that it instantly puts everyone on the team using the same set of shared digital drawings, all at the same time. If you start to think about what this means in terms of communication and collaboration between team members, the possibilities get really interesting. If I think back to my days running field crews, we were constantly battling the same basic issues every day. We had to make sure the crew had the correct plans and specs in their hands. And this was often complicated by the fact that we didn't always know where each crew was going to end up. We might send them to Project A in the morning, but if they got there and it wasn't ready, the area superintendent might quickly move them to Project B, meaning they needed a different set of project documents. For this, we had a runner that would go into the operations office and retrieve the new set of project docs to bring to them in the field. But sometimes that set of documents wasn't up to date because estimating had received a plan revision and they were still working on pricing, so the book hadn't been updated yet. Sometimes we did complicated work and the crew needed some specific instructions for a particular job, which we would do, but then the field superintendent would switch crew assignments around. It was just constant. Now, being really good at this is what made us successful. But if I would have had an app like FieldWire, it would have been so much easier to be successful. I've already demonstrated how to tackle several of these challenges in other videos, but in this episode, I want to start to take a look at that last challenge, getting instructions into the hands of the field crews that need them. This is where you can start thinking outside of the box to use some of the built-in features in ways that might not be as obvious. Let me give you a few examples. One way is to just use the built-in markup tools to add callouts, text, lines, and additional measurements. If you plan ahead, you can assign a color to this type of markup. So for this example, we'll say that light blue is going to be used for informational notes. Or I might assign light blue to a particular trade and then make my notes and markups. What's really cool about doing this here is that the markups will automatically transfer to any new revised sheets that take the place of this one. I can filter what I see by color if I don't want to see these notes, and I can sit in my office and do this anytime, and everyone will see it when they access these drawings. Let me also point out that I don't have to be in my office. I can add these markups from anywhere when I have the FieldWire app on my phone or tablet. So if I get a call during the day with info that the field crews might need, I can add it immediately to the drawings without even worrying about which crew might need the info. Another thing I can do is add a hyperlink to a photo or to a file. So if I have a picture of how I want something to look, I can just add the photo hyperlink and then click to upload the photo. Or if I have instructions typed up and maybe a diagram or some manufacturer's notes or instructions, I can add them right on the drawing by selecting a file hyperlink markup type, selecting the document, and then clicking to upload it. Again, everyone on the team gets instant access right here on the drawings. I don't have to figure out who to email them to, and I don't have to hope that a field crew leader checks their email. They have to look at these plans, so putting it on the plans gives me the best chance for success. These files are also now stored with the project, and I can find them over here in the Files menu. Let's look at one last option that you might not think of. Let's look at adding some video instructions. Sometimes showing them how to do something is the best method of communication, but I always have a hard time pulling in all of the crews at the end of the day for a quick training on a new tool or material. Instead, I can go film my video, and maybe that's as simple as demonstrating something and recording that with my phone. Now I can add that to the plans in the location where they will need the instruction. Even if I did train them in person, this can be a great reminder or reference later on. There is no markup type for videos, so I'm going to use the file markup type. I'll drop it here and then select the video to upload. Again, I can do this from the app, on my phone, in the field, or I can do it in the office on the web app. Either way, the markup is added. Anyone in the field can find the video on the drawings and watch it without leaving the FieldWire app, and the video will be stored here in the Files tab. It's that easy. You now have 4 quick, easy, and very effective ways to ensure your field crews have the information they need to be safe, productive, and effective. But you can only do this if you ditch paper blueprints and go digital.